Rated T for Teen.
A lot of the graphical effects in Empire Earth 3 are things that weren't technically possible before. We've put in the support for the latest DirectX stuff. We have all the nifty shaders and explosions that you expect from that, more physics involved in the game.
We really upgraded the graphics for Empire Earth 3 from Empire Earth 2, and that really paid off because our maps are really beautiful looking. The terrain, the water system, it looks fantastic in comparison to any other RTS I've seen. The water's very real-like. It's really beautiful, and we have procedural grass in there, which gives it a nice realistic feel.
I really love playing in Modern and Future because it looks so good. There are a lot of very fun effects that the effects team have put in, a lot of shader effects which are very bright and vibrant and exciting to watch. The Quantum Singularity gun has been a favorite of mine from day one, which sucks units into a black hole to the accompaniment of screams of agony. That's always good for a laugh.
The Quantum Singularity gun has an incredible warping ground effect where there's a ripple effect on the ground.
The microwave gun, which is a cool beam weapon that cooks units, is always good. There's a certain sort of perverse pleasure as well in using the Far Eastern units, which tends toward the more biological attacks. And Biosludge is another good one that sort of spooges units with giant globs of green goop.
The lightning sphere is another one where the Herc is hovering over and it shoots up a lightning bolt up to the sky.
We've definitely taken the future weapons and effects beyond a little bit, I think, what most people would consider strict historical accuracy, but it's a great deal of fun to play, and it lets us take that future gameplay into the next level. One of our core tenets when we started designing EE3 was to make the interface as simple and clean as possible. And we've worked very hard to try to keep all of the gameplay depth that we could, while still only presenting the player with the options that they need at the time. We definitely went for a simplified resource system as compared to EE2, but we made sure to keep all of the gameplay elements of resource gathering in. Even though there's a lot less clicking on the map, all the strategies are still there for the players.
It's been really simplified, up to the point where you can just now not have to micromanage everything.
It's surprisingly easy to pick up. This game is a lot of fun to just throw in and play for an hour even.
For the multiplayer online, we've added arranged teams and anonymous matchmaking, which should make the multiplayer experience for people who play a lot, like much easier to play, much easier to find other people to play. We've also shortened the play time somewhat. So Empire Earth 2 games typically ran around an hour, so I think we run games about 20 to 40 minutes, and we find that that actually is very satisfying. You epic up a little faster. The game pace is slightly faster. We're using GameSpy, and we're going to create a ladders and rankings page so that people can actually get online and they can then track their progress against other players of Empire Earth 3.
Welcome to Mad Doc.
Welcome to Mad Doc.
And welcome to
Mad Doc
Software.
Welcome to Mad Doc Software. I'm basically in charge of making sure the game is fun to play. I take the input from Ian, the creative director, who's the CEO of our company, and I make sure that all of the disciplines who work for me, so design and art and programming, take care to make everything that they make the best that they can and make sure that the final vision of the game makes its way into the final product.
What an engineer does on a video game is essentially take a game design that designers write up and art creates images for and merges them into code, essentially, to get them functional. We are taking a design that's written in Word and making an actual playable game out of that.
I'm the lead animator.
What do you do?
I basically tell these guys how to do their jobs.
This death that you're about to see was based on what happened to me this past 4th of July at a neighbor's picnic. I got better, though. That was the part that hurt.
This is Rutgers. She's my 1-year-old English bulldog, and our unofficial company mascot. Yes, I love you too. Yes, you're a good girl. We try to keep the work atmosphere very professional. I mean, it's a fun place, so you can't be at a game company and not have people have toys on their desks. But you know, we really try to make sure that people have an efficient environment to work in. Unlike some game companies where people show up for work around 11 or 12, you know, everybody's here in the morning. Everybody wants to come into work and be here with the rest of the team.
The team is probably the most rewarding aspect of it. It's quite an extensive team. At one point it was up to 23 engineers. I love seeing them happy about their output.
Working at Mad Doc's pretty great, actually. I love my job. There's no question about that. I love all the people here at Mad Doc. They're great people to work with and all really intelligent. I never have to worry that they're not doing the absolute best they can do.
We are excited to bring Empire Earth 3 to all the RTS fans out there and to the people who have played the earlier Empire Earth games. We just want to say there's a whole bunch of new things in store for you here, and have fun conquering the globe.
Empire Earth 3.
Empire Earth 3.
Empire Earth 3 will be on the shelves
In November 2007.
Try it for yourself.
Empire Earth 3. Your quest for world domination begins November 2007. Visit EmpireEarth.com.